Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? You can't respond. Recap. I will make this painful line the top of the thing, so go ahead and pause. About there. And pause. And then there's your bottom. There's your recap. Now I undeafen. And we are on the internet.
Hello, Internet.
Just in time for me to blow my nose one more time.
No, you're not allowed to do that anymore.
I know, it really sucks. So, at this point, everyone has read the recap, including YouTube, because they would have paused it to read it.
Yes.
What was that one guy's name? We haven't said hi to that one guy in a very long time.
He also hasn't commented on any of the other stuff. So
I think he pretty much watched it that one time for 5 seconds and then never came back.
Yep.
Well, fine.
David Heskett has not yet watched any more of our stuff.
Well, David, get your stuff together.
Yeah.
We have our very own ghosty guy.
So, we begin this session on day 68, the 8th of Flam Rule, with a few more hours of hiking to go. At this point, I'm literally going to shut my mouth and let you people hike for 2 hours. Let's go.
Yeah, okay. So, it is a pleasure to meet you, Nebby. We keep moving in this direction, and we'll be at my old master's, there's a dog in the woods. We'll be at my old master's house in a couple hours, not even.
Correct.
Dealing with dogs.
No, I feel like you wouldn't be able to hear him. Wait, are you in my head right now?
Maybe. You never know.
Just Foggy has these involuntary spasms where he barks.
Yeah, you get used to it though. He's fine.
It's like a hiccup, but
Anyway. And now it's canon.
Yep. I'll allow it.
That was a question that you did. No issue.
No, I didn't. What?
I mean, there is the whole howling thing.
That is true.
Handled.
Foggy was speaking.
Oh, sorry.
Tis a pleasure, and we go this way.
This way we will go. This way we will go. Hi ho the Mario, this way we will go.
That was the canon response.
Well, there we go.
GC.
Well, this is all very auspicious, as I think Nebby said. It's going to take me a little to wrap around this. I mean, the moon is one thing, the stars and the moon. Whew. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
But I mean, I suppose now that we're full, I guess, unless we run into more companions along the way, or Asti, comes back from his sabbatical.
You got some real big words on you today, Dusk.
Sabbatical's a big word. I know. I've been paying attention to the, things that he says. I mean, should we be aware of what we're heading into, or I'm happy to walk in the woods and we come to this place and we just deal with what we see. But do you think we're going to be met with open arms, hostility?
As far as player is aware, if anybody were to be met with hostility, it would be me for no other purpose other than to test my reflexes. Would I be correct in remembering that, Mama? That was not allowed to the party. That was to the Mama.
Right.
Yeah. I don't expect any sort of combat to occur at
Yeah.
your. Yeah.
So the actual words out of Foggy's mouth would have been, should be open arms.
All right. Reassuring, I suppose. You never know these days, it seems.
This is true.
I don't.
Even
Oh,
the
and yeah,
subject of this conversation, Snaps is just going to quietly cast, well, not quietly because there's a verbal component, but cast Death Ward on Foggy like she was doing every day before all of that other shit went down.
so Nebby.
Where we going?
Well, would you like to ride in my antlers? So that would give you a better view.
Can
Okay, suit yourself.
I hop along.
As you hop on. Okay. Well, we're heading to our friend Elwar, and we call him Foggy. Yes, Foggy. He's he's got some unfinished business.
He nods.
And we're going to go just seek out that closure, I suppose. And we'll just see how it goes.
Yeah.
Are you? I mean, you seemed like you were having a little play fight back there, but are you okay? Can you handle yourself? Do you need to stand behind me? I've realized that I could stack like 10 of you behind me, but are you good in a fight if the chips are down and things start getting a little crazy, or if we run into a
Not many places or peoples or things go high.
right?
Wait, what?
Not
Dusk
many
is
people or things go high.
Dusk is kind of squinting, trying to. Is that like a phrase where you're from? Is that like a saying?
Stars are always.
Well, Dusk will just sort of like scratch his head, and I can't argue with that, I suppose. Although the only person who's been in the stars isn't actually here right now that could corroborate. I mean, could check with.
You know someone who's been in the stars?
Well, in a manner of speaking, I don't know if you'd call it that. He's very particular with the wording, but for all intents and purposes, I believe he's been further out there than we have. He's the Astalunari, and I would be hard pressed to say the rest of his name and do it justice. So I call him Professor.
Really, really long.
But yeah, he's a elven fellow from space, we'll say, something out there.
The astral plane, if you know what that is.
Oh, that's right, that's what it was. Astro. Well, that would.
I was going to say, do I know what the astral plane is? Do not know.
Cause.
Don't feel like I would, but it's always good.
I would say pretty much anyone in the world would be aware that there are different planes of existence in these worlds. So you may not have much familiarity with information about the astral plane or astral sea, but you would know of its existence.
I at least have heard of it. Okie dokie.
Yeah, you know it's out there. You just don't maybe know, haven't studied, haven't learned exactly what is there. Just like people who've never experienced the Feywild know it's there, but may not be familiar with what to do if you go there.
Okie dokie.
Or what not to do if you go there.
People might find out. So right, yeah. Anyway, where was I going with that train? So yeah, right. Well, okay. So I assume that means you'll be fine, or like I assume that's as a vote of confidence in your own capabilities based on what you just said to me. But does anyone else speak this language? She's saying words that I understand, but I don't understand what she's saying. How is it possible?
I have done fine on the great distance I have traveled so far. But the skies are vast, and I have not discovered it all.
Okay,
Mm.
fair enough.
In a way, Esterinian did kind of vouch for her.
I'm sure Asrian wouldn't have thrown her into harm's way. But what exactly do you do? You seem like really in touch with the stars, and that's cool. I dig that. I'm into the moon myself.
The moon is close to the star. But yes, I
Seems that way.
like the star.
Yeah,
The
they're right there.
stars tell great
Like literally, or
Of course.
the moon tells me stories. But trying to wrap my head around this character. Now Dusk. Dusk would just sort of again offer like, I mean, it'd be easier like you're way down there. I mean, we could talk up here. You could it's cool. Whatever you want to do.
To try and put his mind at ease, because she's picking up a little bit that he is like,
You're so small. I mean, I'm sorry. I haven't been so small.
my little owly hands go out front, and I create fire.
Wait,
Ooh.
you mean create bonfire?
Yes,
Okay.
create bonfire.
You create bonfire?
Yes.
That's not in your hands.
Well, I put my hands up, and I create a bonfire.
Your hand?
I just said I break my hands up.
I know, but it's a 5x5 fire. Right?
That doesn't mean I can't just lift my hands up and create fire.
Okay. Making sure.
And then I drop it.
And Dusk will nod and be like, all right, that's a lot of fire for a little thing. All right, fair enough. Cool. I'll just make sure not to stand in the way of that fire. Most of us are flammable.
I think
Oh.
Maya probably just starts snapping a little bit, and she's got little sparks of fire starting because she can do the firebolt thing.
So what's your favorite color? Do you have a favorite star? Favorite constellation? What?
Oh, there are so many.
Are there?
Each own story. I like the dragon. The
Really?
dragon coils among the stars. Its breath heralds trials worthy of song.
You don't say. Okay. That's seems appropriate in more ways than you would ever know, probably. But all right, cool. I mean, welcome to the club, I guess. We are wandering. Fate is taking us wherever, which seems like it's your vibe. Fate and wandering seem to be very much you.
Maya has started counting on her fingers again.
All right, I'm going to stop talking to Nebby so that Nebby can go take care of IRL children that are big. So how about that local sports team? The Dybrook Dodgers, or whatever they're called.
What's a
Anyway.
sports team?
Snaps has kind of, for the most part, except for the couple of interludes there, interjections there, has kind of hung back and mostly just been watching Nebby, just trying to observe Nebby, get a feel for this person, their abilities, and the kind of person they are. But for now, sticking a pin in that, as we're kind of heading toward the dude, Foggy's words, Snaps is gonna kind of sidle up to Foggy, just kind of knowing what Foggy has told us, that this guy helped him, quote unquote, deal with Karak. Snaps is gonna ask, so how's Karak doing?
He's not exactly happy with me. He keeps feeding me these feelings that remind me what my master did to him. Because it's not just that my master was capable of beating the crap out of him. There's a metaphorical and semi-literal cage, and he taps on his chest in here, that he got shoved into because I couldn't get a handle on him. Which has been restructured now that the Moon Maiden's gotten involved. Because it is still there, but it feels different. But just imagine what it feels like to be the you that you are now, and just think that you're doing your job, and then suddenly someone beats the crap out of you, and then crams you in a cage that is so small that at your physical smallest you could not fit in it, but because it was built around you, it squeezes you into place. Not pleasant. So he's not exactly happy with me right now, but I would like some closure with the guy.
Say the least.
Yeah.
You mind if I try something as we walk?
Not at all.
Okay. So as we're walking, Snaps is gonna start playing with some magic. Not divine magic like she has always used up to this point.
Oh.
And she's gonna do some somatic movements, and it's kind of like a kid with crayons. Like it's rough. It takes her some time to get a handle on. And then she's gonna say a little something in Infernal, which is her default casting language.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't thought of what she would say for this. And then she's gonna stop and look at Foggy, and she has cast Speak with Animals.
Oh.
So Foggy obviously should be able to understand her, but she's trying to also speak to Karak so that Karak can understand her without just the filter of understanding through Foggy, if that makes sense. So that her voice might take on like a double quality as she talks to him.
Okay.
Not that Snaps can hear what Karak has to say back, but she's going to just I know this. Words may not help, but you're so much more than you were before. And
The eyes change.
whatever happens today, whatever happens today, I know that you can handle it. And the last time you faced this guy, you didn't have a pack with you, and you do today. And just know that we're not going to let anything bad happen to you.
He kind of leans in a little and just like sort of does a couple of those confused and yet understanding dog head tilts. And then a big nod.
And
You
I
got
think
this.
just to piggyback off of that,
I think along with that nod, there might be a lean or a nuzzle.
Okay,
Just
I had a feeling.
through appreciation for the comfort.
There'll be a hand up to the face, just a gentle cupping the face. You got it.
and then piggybacking off of that, because I'm sure Maiev is feed into everybody at the moment. She's just gonna talk into Foggy's head because she can't do the fancy talk with animals thing, but she knows that if she talks into Foggy's head, that Kurok will hear her voice, and sometimes she hears puppy noises back.
Yep.
But also, nobody else can hear her unless she also talks out loud because she's a little stupid sometimes.
Yep.
But this time, she does not do that. She just talks into Foggy's head and she says, and if he tries anything mean, I will beat him up. He's going to have to get through me to get to you.
Foggy will not respond, and I assume you get pleasant, playful growls.
Yeah.
The eyes will change back to blue. He seems to have deeply appreciated that. Thank you.
Let's go see the dude. That is all
I
Foggy has told us, not this
I
guy's name.
was drunk.
For the record, even if his name is spoken, Maya
He's-
will
he's still
insist
the
on
dude.
referring to him as the dude.
Great.
2 syllables. The dude. The dude.
Yeah.
God damn it. No.
You've done this to yourself.
I have.
Is Sarah back?
Yes.
Is there anything else that anyone wants to share with Nebby, or that Nebby wants to share from her, how she got here, what led her here, what the voice might have been suggesting had fallen from the sky, further conversation about what did fall from the sky, anything like that? Anybody can want to clarify any of that?
As we know what fell from the sky? It's been
That was
a
the
long.
potential, wasn't it?
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
I think
And Nebby did
first.
say that they were looking for something that came from the sky near Ormskirk, and you all found the potential in the woods near Ormskirk.
Okay. I think Maya is counting on her fingers again, because Nebby said that she really liked the dragon thing in the sky. And so she's counting and muttering, and she's here, killed one, moon maiden, smiley. Did Professor have a god? And then she's gonna just kind of look over at Nebby. Do you have a god?
The skies. The skies are all I need.
Okay, so 6 now. 6 now. Okay. Wait, the skies are a god? Probably like 10 minutes later. The skies are a god?
And had you mentioned just that you were looking for something fell? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I remember saying that.
Or how long ago was this? Did this happen? Do you know? Recent? Ages?
Weird soup.
I don't know if the voice that spoke to Nebby would have told her when something came from the sky, but this voice that speaks to Nebby did say something came from the sky and landed near Ormskirk on this place and sort of encouraged her to come check it out because Nebby's looking for something, right?
Okay.
Woot.
All right. Well, I mean, sounds like we're taking a jaunt over to Ormskirk.
Again?
Afterward, I mean, well,
Something else,
yeah.
Phil?
I mean, if Nebby here's on her own little quest
You
of
only
sorts,
observed one thing fall near Ormskirk, right?
Yeah.
The sky god needs to stop dropping things. They could hurt somebody.
Okay, just to be clear, as your dungeon master, I will tell you only one thing fell from the sky near Ormskirk.
And that was the
Nebby,
potential.
yes, and
oh,
Nebby's voice from her stars may have misled her or may not have known, but had uh, some impression of something fell from the sky, and maybe it's the thing Nebby's looking for, and sent her here to check it out.
okay.
Check it out, check it out.
Question
So,
is, would we connect the dots between the potential and her
and the
little
thing Nebby is looking
quest?
for, and clarify for her that, oh no, that can't be what you're looking for because it's a thing we found.
Right.
Right.
Well,
I'm
then
just
to
gonna go
Nebby.
ahead and say Maiev is not gonna connect to those dots.
I think Snaps at least has got a grasp on this situation.
Um, I mean, we did find the thing that fell near Ormskirk. It was kind of an egg thing that belonged to a god, and we ended up handing that over to the nice lady who brought you to us.
Smiley.
So if you're looking for something else, I don't think that thing was it.
Or we're gonna have to. I mean, I don't know how many things are falling in the sky. I mean, we could also maybe see if there are other things, but I don't think we have to go there to do that. But what are the coincidences of something as unique as the potential falling in the Ormskirk area, and then Nebby shows up looking for something that fell in the Ormskirk area? I mean,
Following the rumor that something fell from the sky.
there's a rumor that
Nebby.
something fell from the sky.
Okay,
I mean,
Nebby, do you at some point speak up and tell them what it is you're looking for?
I think at this point they're getting a whole lot of very confused owl. You know, a egg. Wait, I don't feel as if I'd be looking for an. I put this in Nebby. The thing in
Sorry.
which I seek, I have been told will be precious to me.
Right? So the thing that you
well,
seek will be precious to you. And the stars said that the thing that fell near Ormskirk might be it, but that's the egg that's not maybe. Do you have any details about this thing that you are looking for?
Please hold.
Scrolling. I can't remember. Scrolling.
Yep, that's the.
scrolling.
It's scrolling and then it's translating into Nebby. I am looking for something that came from the stars.
Okay.
I have a friend who visits from the stars from time to time, but he's currently in the stars right now.
Hmm.
So looking for something that came from the star
In-
or the
in
stars, plural.
Dusk's brain is on, going into overdrive, trying to figure out if it's like a play on words.
I'm a shard. I'm looking up for a shard of a star.
All right, well, that's definitely not what we had.
Nebifying is not working today.
Chunk of star.
Oh, if you say that out loud, she'll start hopping as if you get her.
Oh, sure. Well, I'm trying to like pick up what Nebby's putting down and like throwing out some term to describe something that sounds absurd to Dusk, but it's like, and he holds his arms out like some sort of chunk of starlight, as it were, like a something bright, something that would be unmistakable for.
It's to help me with the stars. It's to help me talk and connect, and it's stars and a piece and more very excited owl hoppy chirpy.
Right. Oh, well. Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like the only way we're going to find out is once we take care of Foggy's business.
And I heard that something fell near Ormskirk, and I thought that maybe, just maybe, it could be what I've been searching for.
But now we've learned that it isn't.
Yep.
We have anything else to go on where you might find this thing or what it might look like?
It wasn't Ormskirk. Maybe it was somewhere else. I mean, if the rumor was Ormskirk, but it's not Ormskirk. Somebody.
They didn't tell me where to find it.
Oh.
I just heard.
Oh. And you were trying to. Oh. Are you? Oh. Did you think it was the thing?
I heard that something fell from and it was found in Ormskirk. But maybe, or just maybe.
So you were looking for something that fell from the sky.
Yes.
Period. And you were just hoping that was it.
Yes.
I think I got some bad news for you.
You've got the stars connecting and they're guiding you right.
Oh, there's something. The stars are spinning around in my head right now. All right, you can probably see them. Well, I think unfortunately, Nebby, I think what Naps was saying earlier, I think we found something, but it was not what you described. So the thing that you are looking for is still out there. It's just we have to find a better lead. The good news is you're going to have more time to hang out with us, I guess, suppose, while we figure this out.
Maybe
Happy to help.
maybe we could talk to our goddesses tonight. I don't know
Yeah,
that
I'm
the
sure.
veiled one would know anything, but
I'm
Salona's
sure.
up there with the stars.
Yeah, right. I think she would probably know if like one of her stars, the neighbor,
Got a good view, as it were.
right. I'm sure she could give us maybe if I ask the right question, I might be able to narrow it down or something. I might need the map in front of me of that we have, because that might help with if I confirm that it is around on this chunk of land called Uskiteria.
I don't think we have a map. I think that was Artelis's, and she kept it.
Oh,
That
we
is
gotta go.
true.
Well, you're gonna have to come back to Dybrook with us. We'll go introduce you to Artelis. And I'll have a little commune with the Moon Maiden, and we'll try and see if we can narrow it down or confirm if it's even out this way. Sure, if this thing is real, they weren't just led on a wild goose chase for some reason, which I hope you're not.
What?
No offense to the wild goose comment.
The stars dim to learn that what I seek was not.
Oh, that sounds heartbreaking, and I'm sorry.
Well, maybe the stars will brighten to know that you have a few helpers now. And we're happy to help you look.
I.
All right.
The stars will guide us all. They have put me in your path. Or maybe I have been put in yours. But the stars do not lie.
Maybe it's a mutual arrangement.
Yeah.
Dusk is like massaging his temples. Like this conversation is so on some levels there's like abstract like veerings that he's just not used to. He like understands them, but he's not used to it. And so he's just trying to make sense of every little weird
You calling me weird?
no, the weird turn of phrase that comes out. The normally, the professor will just be very blunt and straightforward, and his vocabulary will definitely outstrip ours. But you're just adorable. You made disappointment sound so adorable, and I love that. Okay. Don't know what to do with this owl. I'm like this hulking creature compared to you. I'm afraid like I'll step on you. I'm like Dusk is like constantly making sure that wherever he steps, you're like not just hopping around and just. I'm afraid that I will end up.
Oh, and Nevi will totally turn that into a game.
Oh no.
Foggy
Holy
was
shit.
going to offer to be a perch upon which to stand, but then sees that that's a game that's happening and changes his mind.
It's like no, really. I mean, I'm very big. If I step on you, I mean, I don't know how much magic Snaps here has in her today, but it'll take all of it to fix you.
The stars don't sleep.
So stars.
We got to wiggle
they're-
that microphone again.
Into
We lose every other set. Every once in a
stars
while, we
don't
just
so
lose the
easily
last
break.
syllable.
There we go.
Dusk will be like, well, those stars are something else, I tell you. Woo. I mean, they sound as good as the moon in a lot of ways. Pretty neat, pretty versatile.
Well, the stars and the moon do play together.
As we are currently doing, stepping aside from you like at the last second. I think there has to be some sort of very poetic thing going on right here, right now. You're like a little star twinkling in the shadow of moon that is me. Anyways,
All right, so we have clarified the thing falling from the sky near Ormskirk isn't the thing falling from the sky that Nebby looks for.
It took a lot, but we got there.
We've clarified that for her. She now understands, and you now understand that Nebby's looking for something that eventually will or has fallen from the sky, and it ain't the potential. We've got a general understanding of who Nebby is and that she is on some sort of quest to find this object. We all now know, including Nebby, that she was placed in your path by a Sterinian to fix that which was broken. Nebby never heard the phrase, fix that which I have broken. So I don't think any of you have really told her who Rasa is or what that's about. I don't know if it's necessary. And then I need to know if there's going to be any more role play before I step into the next phase of this hike.
I got nothing.
Naps is just going to keep watching Nebby.
I
Observing.
think Dusk can't help himself but just keep talking to Nebby because I feel like it forces him to focus on Nebby and not like
Not step on her.
Accidentally step on her.
yeah. And would probably give the abridged tale of the Fates Wanderers, and it's like, well, you just missed out on meeting Rasa, but you know she's off with Asterinian who helped bring you here, so it's kind of like this interesting coincidence. Crazy, I know, right? But yeah, Rasa was pretty effective at a lot of things.
She said she was fixing what she broke, but she's supposed to. I thought she was gonna just do that and then come back.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
define come back, like that could be who knows how long.
I hope Rasta doesn't think I'm mad at her, because when she was leaving, I told her in her head that Smiley's got to bring her back soon because I don't want to have to hunt down a goddess. I hope she doesn't think I'm mad at her. That would suck.
I don't
'Cause I
think
can't
that would
send her
ever
a
be
message.
the case. I think Rasa departed knowing we would all welcome her back with open arms should she ever come back. But sounds like she's got an important gig, and
Yeah, God stuff is important.
if anyone can do it, it's her. So, but yeah, that's our story. I'm assuming that would have taken at least
Sticking to
20
it.
minutes to explain.
Yeah.
So 2 hours later, understanding of all of those things has occurred. The forest grows quieter. Naps is going to go pensive and quiet at the mention of God stuff. The forest grows quieter as the party presses deeper along a winding deer path. Sunlight trickles down through the high branches of the trees. The light sparkles on dew that is settled on moss and root. The air here feels different, still, almost heavy. It kind of feels like you're crossing into a place set apart from your world. That feeling of separateness is familiar to Foggy
Mhm.
in a comforting, almost calming way. Soon the trees part and the undergrowth thins to reveal a small clearing. It's not elaborate or cultivated, but it does feel deliberate, like someone has lived here a long time and made a place that comfortably coexists with the natural state of these woods. A modest hermitage, if you will, rests at the edge of the space. Rough cut timbers are lashed with cord, creating something that looks like a tent. Leaves and bark and whatnot to support the structure. There is a shrine stone stands near the opening, worn smooth by time and elements, its face so completely indistinct that knowing who or which deity it represents would be impossible. At the heart of the clearing, a fire burns low. The coals seem to be pulsing in a rhythm, like breath. Seated on the ground before it is a man in his late 70s. The lines of his face tell of decades lived with both hardship and serenity. His skin is tanned by sun exposure, its texture like worn leather. His head is, I think, clean shaven. Yes, his head is clean shaven, except for a faint shadow of white stubble. The few scars cut across his muscular arms are really the only indication that he is, or was, a warrior in his youth. He wears simple robes, dyed the colors of river stones, frayed at the hems from years of use. Around his waist is a plain rope belt, and a string of prayer beads rests around one wrist. His posture is still and steady. One knee is actually drawn up slightly, and his hands are resting loose upon his lap. Though the fire crackles softly, his gaze is not really on the fire. His eyes are striking. They're dark, deep set, and calm. He seems to be looking right through the flames, as though watching something far distant. And you all, as you approach, feel a need to match his stillness. Not through power or intimidation, but by his aura, inviting the world around him to join in his rhythm. The party's arrival elicits no change in his demeanor or focus. He doesn't turn, he doesn't stir, doesn't even grant you the faintest acknowledgement. This inattention doesn't feel dismissive, but it is absolute. He is like stone, like water, as though he is made up of and simply part of the forest itself.
I am just going to gently approach and sort of 90 degrees off catty corner, sit at the fire as well and just meditate for a couple moments.
I think Maiev is probably gonna get close to Foggy, almost bodyguard-esque.
Dusk will stay kind of at the edge of the light that's being cast off. He can see everything really well with dark vision, so he's not worried, but he's scanning the surrounding, looking for anything that might seem out of place.
I think probably for the first time since Nebby met any of them, she would fly up and roost on Dusk's antlers and kind of just settle in, do the owl still thing, and just wait.
Check this DM.
Epps is opposite of Maiev, kind of back from Foggy, giving plenty of space, but there if needed, and just sort of quietly, not necessarily meditate, well, kind of meditative, but just very almost reverent, like she would be in an unfamiliar temple.
After another couple moments of just being in that calm space, he will finally speak. It's been a long time.
Unk exhales slowly, as though releasing a breath that he's been holding for hours. His gaze shifts, not immediately to Foggy's face, but to his feet, and then slowly upward, examining him carefully and ending with a deep gaze that seems directly through his eyes to his spirit within. And then a small, gentle smile softens his features. Ah, as always, the first step on every good path is respect. His shoulders ease, and he suddenly looks less like a hermit statue, but more like an old man, relieved to no longer be waiting for something. My child, you honor me. He gestures to the fire, and he looks at Foggy like he's the flame has been waiting for you as long as I have. Sit, sit, yes. Let's share in the silence before we share words. And then he addresses the rest of the party. You are companions to one I hold dear. For that alone, you are welcome here. Come closer, all of you. Be at ease. Let the silence rest with you a while. And his eyes return to that far off place where they were before. And there's just going to be silence until everyone is sitting comfortably around the fire. He's just going to wait until everybody's gotten themselves situated, calmly, serenely gazing upon the fire.
Could just like insight check this. Just he's going along with it, but would like to insight check it as heading towards
What,
the
what do you add?
um insight. It's +4.
And what exactly are you looking for?
Trying to figure out if there's a suspicious reason for him wanting this all around the fire like that. You know, kind of pulling us in together. Just
Got it.
he's trying to gauge if he's gonna pull something funky.
So, this atmosphere that you are experiencing is very new to you. You've never really run into anyone behaving like this. It seems like his expectation is that anyone approaching would simply do what one does in this type of environment, sit and meditate. So as for all of your insight tells you this dude fully expects us to just sit and meditate and absorb the calm and serenity of this space.
Dusk will go on and find himself an open spot.
And there's, logs and stumps and stuff around the fire, creating a seating area if you choose to not sit directly on the ground. There are things on which you could perch.
Sure.
After some almost uncomfortable length of time in the silence, The gentleman takes another deep, cleansing breath, and then his eyes come into focus, and his gaze returns to the present, and it begins to pass over the other party members. His face neither registers cold or warmth, but a steady evaluation of each of you. He seems to look straight through you as if he's not only seeing you, but the choices that might have shaped you. Snaps gets a little extra scrutiny. Can I have a perception or insight check in particular from Snaps?
Okay. Well, if I'm gonna roll it, it would be perception, but they're both the same ad anyway. That's a natural 1.
Great. His gaze, as he's evaluating everyone, he does give you a gentle smile and nod before moving on to the next person, though you, for whatever reason, don't know why. After evaluating the entire party as a whole, he turns to Foggy and he says, "This painting seems to be missing some color, my son." And then he turns to the group and he speaks in general. "You all wear the energy of one who is somehow distant from you. Fear not. I have confidence. All is well in those far places." All right, I'm ready. Please introduce yourselves as is customary when meeting an old man for the first time.
Dusk Heartfire, nice
Snap
to
of
meet you.
ice.
Blessings of Saluna on you.
Oh, and to you as well.
Snap of ice. You can call me Snaps.
Snaps. Snaps. And he just sort of glances over at Foggy for a second, and then eyes fall on Maiev.
And Maiev has taken a knee between Foggy and the old man. Maiev, older sorrow.
Older sorrow. The sadness of stone. Interesting. And this little one?
The stars smile upon you. I am Nebulous Skywind.
I'm sorry, nebulous what?
Skywinder.
Skywinder.
Yes.
Well, okay. Nebulous. Okay.
We call her Nebby.
Nebby. Have we done everybody? Yes. Okay. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I'm not much with names, but your spirits will forever be welcome at my side as long as they come in or are seeking a peaceful state. Now, tell me, my son, your split spirit is calm and balanced in a way that is beyond what I have taught you. Is this a touch of a goddess I am seeing, or? And his eyes flash down to your necklace. And then I need your perception check, please.
Certainly. Give me a moment because I am stupid. That's not a D20. No wonder that looked weird. That was a D12, you goober.
The goofiest of goobers.
There we go. Ooh. Perception. Jesus. 22, I think.
Cool. Okay.
Yes.
So, is this the touch of a goddess I am sensing, or his eyes flash down to your necklace, over to Snap's wrist, and quickly back to your eyeballs? That happens in a flash.
Yes.
I'm sensing, or is it a goddess blessing and something more?
The something more is unrelated to the goddess's blessing. But yes, you are sensing the touch of a goddess here. And he taps his chest.
He's going to leave you a little room to share any additional information, and if you don't offer it, he will begin speaking again.
He doesn't feel the need to say anything more in this moment.
Okay. You have surpassed my initial expectations, son. What do you seek from me on this day? Have you come for additional training and focus, or do you feel as though you're ready for the gift I once promised?
I mostly just wanted to check in and make sure you knew that I hadn't forgotten about you, but additional training would not be a displeasure.
Working on meditation and self-control,
Yes.
not a object or gift.
No.
Walk with me. And he'll get up and he'll grab Foggy and invite the rest to remain, reach inside his tent and pull out a teapot and put it down next to the fire. Help yourselves to some tea. We'll be back in a bit. And he will lead you off into the woods.
All right.
And he's going to
Foggy
sit you
will-
down, and there will be some general training. You're going to be gone for about a half hour. There's going to be some meditation and some focus. But as we walk away, Maev might be saying something.
Yeah. Foggy will definitely have Maiev in his head as he's walking away, saying to both him and to Karak that his pack is right here, and if he needs us, all he needs to do is let us know.
Thank you. And then whatever you think Karak's response would be in that moment.
Just a poof.
Yeah.
So there will be 30 minutes or more of a shared meditation, a guided meditation that focuses on your ability to manage energy and self control. And essentially, you find your ability to manage your ki, slowly becoming more comfortable, confident. And as these changes are happening for you, he's prodding and guiding and leading with the guided meditation, the things he's describing, the description of the focus of your mind and all of those things. Uh, Within 30 minutes, you will have gained a new level of control that you and I have discussed.
Mhm.
And as the guided meditation winds down and you're settling into this new world that you've built around yourself, he's going to lean in and he looks concerned. Tell me, why are you not using your accoutrements to their highest potential? And he kind of, his focus sort of back over his shoulder toward the campfire and then back toward you again. Are you not completely committed? What is it that holds you back?
I'm not following your line of questioning.
Your accoutrements, the items that you have, the potential of your, and he's gesturing, and as if you don't look like you know what he's talking about, he will eventually gesture specifically at your necklace.
The thing Jean gave me. Not Jean. The thing Gilly gave me?
The necklace, yes. Why would you choose not to use it to its highest potential? Is there some concern?
I didn't know it had potential.
Oh, how could this be?
It was
My
simply
student
simply
carries an
given to me
object
as a
of
gift.
power and is unaware of its qualities. My son, you must be more careful. Did you have it examined? Imagine if it were cursed.
This is all true, but the person who gave it to me is someone who I deeply trust.
As you should. Have it examined, son. Both of them.
Okay, I will.
And we will finish up that training. You will add the thing to your
Yep, already
character
done.
sheet by whatever means.
Already done.
And so now a total of an hour later, you've all had an hour of sitting around the campfire sipping tea and eating rations out of your backpacks. Foggy and the master will return to the campfire. And he will slip into the tent and come back out with what appears to be a leg of venison on the bone, and a tripod of sorts gets erected above the fire, and the cooked venison is dangled above the heat to be rewarmed. And a dagger comes out of his little rope belt, and he's slicing off bits of meat and dropping it onto little plates and passing it around so that everyone could have a meal. Munch, munch, munch.
Munch, munch, munch.
Nom nom nom.
Thank you, sir.
It's a lovely, lovely bit of venison. Very juicy. Very nice. But the sun has gone down, and you all have to decide if you're camping here in the woods or hiking back to Dybrook in the dark.
It is 6 hours on the way back. We would have to camp in the woods anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we've already traveled 6 hours today.
Yeah, I feel as though we'd probably be safest here.
So dome it up and nighttime shit takes place.
Indeed.
And
Alright,
honestly, you probably returned to Maya pacing,
Mm-hmm.
staring off in the direction that you went.
You probably wouldn't still be in his head, but if you were in his head, you would be getting, calm yourself, Maev, for the love of everything.
No, she'd probably kick it back on the second you were within sight. It only lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
Calm. You expect me to be calm? Do you know how long you were gone? And full mom voice.
he would literally respond, "I'm sorry, Mom. Jeez."
You feel better?
before dusk does
Yes, I feel
put
better.
up the dome, he would try to commune, or he would get that out of the way for since he can do it tonight anyways, and not have to wait till tomorrow. Just to
Mhm.
start laying the foundation for how we're going to track down this
Object that Nebby sees.
thing. Yes. So,
Host is.
he would lay everything out off to the side of the fireplace and do his little thing, get his incense out. He would, he wouldn't be too far away from the fire, enough that he put his back to the fire so he can kind of see the sky a little clearer, and he'll kind of gesture to Nebby to take a seat or hop on down, and he'll just explain, well, Nebby, where you come from, are there any people of yours that commune with the gods?
There are people everywhere.
Yeah, there are. I guess I should be more specific. Are there people that talk to the gods and they talk back? Specifically, answering questions in a yes or no, or not really sure kind of vibe. Like somebody like a priest or a hobo cleric like myself.
Just
Yours truly. I meant to say yours truly.
Does
Um,
Nebby's tribe or clan or flock have clerics?
yeah, they probably would have.
Lord above.
Does your parliament, because they're called the Parliament of Owl.
Is it?
They are called a Parliament of Owls. I also happen to know that information.
Does your parliament?
I'm sure they do.
It's whether or not you're like really in tune with it. Well, anyway, I mean, I'm just curious because what I'm going to do is you're going to hear me sort of talking to the Moon Maiden, to Luna, and I'm going to get a vibe based on what the answer may be. And so I'd say, just to help with this, because this isn't really an exact thing, so the more you're thinking about what it is that you were told, if you were given any visions or if you were just told, just kind of hold that in your head as I ask, because maybe that'll help. Maybe we'll be able to see what you're thinking of, and therefore get a better feel. Any help we can give the Moon Maiden is, of course, the best. So, anyway, without further ado, he'll light the incense, sort of. It's like, all right, blessings of Saluna on us all. Come to you, Moon Maiden, once again. Direction. The moon.
You'll
Um,
you'll experience that change in density of the air around you, helping you to recognize that you have her attention.
all right. Transmitter's still working. Our friend Nebby seeks artifact. And hopefully you can help me narrow it down. Is what our friend Nebby seeks on this continent, this island, whatever you want to.
Yeah. It's a really big island. You could call it a continent. I don't know. You feel gently buffeted by a cool breeze on your right cheek and a warm breeze on your left cheek.
That feels a
I'm
little
like,
non-committal to
I
me.
love it.
Dusk will interpret that as it's like in that direction. Just like the warm and the cold is like yes or it's not, I'm not sure if it's a yes or a no. I mean a maybe, but
It
it's
is a
like
very
okay,
unclear response.
unclear response. Like Nebby, I need you to think really hard here. No No, like don't think of your star talk in your head. All right. Well, that's really it's okay.
You asked if the object is here.
Yeah, and I think okay,
Here on this.
right on the continent, and I got a wishy-washy answer, and then I'm gonna say okay, all right. Has it fallen or arrived? Has it arrived on the continent yet?
You get the same cool on one side, warm on the other side, but you also hear inside your head the gentlest, most musical chuckle. Like, give me an insight check. Sorry, give me your insight is +4.
+4, yeah.
Right. Okay. You interpret this chuckle to mean that she is chuckling because you often ask the wrong questions.
That's classic Dusk. Player is overthinking this clearly. Dusk will Dusk will just answer or last question. I'm just Dusk will say okay, all right. Asking the wrong question. Asking,
Okay, let me try this. It's not that you ask the wrong questions. Sometimes, if you ask a question that can only be answered in yes, no, or you might want to ask a more broad question so that you could get a yes, no instead of a
is what Nebby seeks something I guess is what Nebby seeks a physical thing?
you will get cold on one side, warm on the other. But because it's torture to do that 3 times in a row, I'm also going to give you a melodic musical giggle. And the words, let's see, what words would it be? It has to be just a few words. Misleading or contrary, the GM might offer a short phrase as an answer instead.
For the truly
You
hopeless.
Yeah. You might have asked if I even know what
No.
Nebby is looking for.
That would blow Dusk's mind really like what?
You don't know.
So Dusk may have, for some reason, decided that his deity is omniscient and knows all and sees all.
I think his faith in the Moon Maiden is strong enough that he would just assume that the Moon
Assume
Maiden
that
would
she
know.
knew everything.
And then
Of course she has the
hear this.
answers.
This is a bit of uh, a rattling moment for Dusk where he's like, what? He's gonna have to sit with that for a bit. And he'd just be like, "Well, Nevi, your your new friend Dusk just isn't quite the right question asker like he used to be. So I would have been better off just guessing." um, so I have a feeling that whatever it is you're seeking is, it's like it's really deep in the couch of the gods here because nobody knows where it is.
Clouds heaven, but they are never. Let your faith in.
And that's like really wise, Debbie. You have no idea. That's really wise. I feel like I learned something in that. Even though the clouds are hiding the heavens, they're really there. Yes. So even though the gods can't see what it is that I'm trying to ask, it doesn't there. That's the first. That's a real. He's gonna get up and he's gonna walk just like to the tree line or whatever there is.
His poor, sad little antlers. Oh my gosh. How could
does
she not already know everything?
It's like this is like finding out that your parents don't know the answer to all life's questions, and they're just like
The one
like-
time they didn't tell me 42.
Yeah.
he's gonna struggle with this for a hot minute. Just of what? Like that was a really simple question, and she didn't know. Which more or less starts to get him concerned about what that is that we're for Nevi. But so right. But he will eventually come back and put the dome up. But it's gonna take a couple minutes.
Snaps will pose the option to Nebi. My lady is not of the stars, but I can ask her if you would like.
The weave of the cosmos is endless. We are but threads, yet strong together.
Dust leans over and says, "I know, right?"
You did a shit ton of research
Snap's
for this character.
ears are
Leave me
gonna
alone.
twitch
yes
at the word
or
threads.
no?
Snap's ears are gonna twitch at the word threads. Because that was a whole theme.
That Nebi knows
I guess it
nothing
could.
about.
Yeah, but it means something to Snaps. Well, shit, I wasn't gonna do it. I guess I can. What could it hurt? Snaps is gonna fire up some incense and do a little commune.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Have you done
I mean,
commune before?
I have, and you've given me full verbal answers because I've been in the gray before all of this happened.
But does that
You
mean
described
Nevi's
it as
about to
when.
watch you die?
No, I don't die when I commune. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Just
I
checking.
don't think.
I can't
No.
remember
I mean, it's
before
No,
when your goddess
standard
wanted to
approach.
chat with you, you die.
Well, that was before
No,
we
okay.
learned the
So
spell
you
commune.
That was before we learned the spell commune, and then when I actually
Okay.
communed, it's like I just go into a trance and then I see into the gray, and she
Great.
kind of appears
Good
and
to
gives me
hear.
full verbal answers. I don't
Great.
actually die when I commune.
I'm so glad. Let's go.
Um, but speaking of, I think that when Snaps fires up this spell and she starts this a trance comes over her and she sees into the gray. She's gonna probably blanch for a second because the last time she was in the gray, she was actually dead.
Yep.
Uh, so she's gonna get tripped up by that. Um, uh, um, I, she could have to gather herself. My lady, nebulous skywinder, who seeks something that has fallen from the heavens. Uh, Is there any guidance? Oh, hold on. Let me. She seeks something that has fallen from the heavens, or will fall. Do you know what it is she seeks?
Um, I may have given you full sentences before, but it is technically under commune supposed to be yes or no, or
Mhm.
if that would be misleading, a brief statement. So I'm going to try and be brief. And your question is, does she know what Nebby's looking for?
Basically, yeah.
I do not. Um, Sorry, I got distracted. I am unfamiliar with your new wanderer's object. That was the answer to the question. Do I know what it is? I am
Object.
unfamiliar with it.
Yeah. But you believe it to be an object? Question mark.
Question mark?
I believe the new wanderer believes it is an object.
Thus far, the two questions have been in common. For her
Yeah.
last question, she's going to lapse into infernal, just for a slight bit of privacy, although Maev will understand if she's listening. And then this last question is less a question and more of a request. Just because I don't have anything else to ask regarding the object, I don't think. The possible object. Snaps is just going to ask, will you keep watch for Rasa? And if she stumbles into your realm, you help her find her way back. Basically, asking the veiled one to just watch out for Rasa. Keep her from dying, please.
Yeah. However, the words you said were help her find her way back.
Find her way back to us, actually, is what probably Snaps would say.
If she finds her way to the gray, will I help her find her way back to you? Is that what you are
Yeah, back
asking of
to
your
life.
goddess?
Back to life, away from death. Turn away from the
Away
light.
from death. Right. You are going to get uh, a disbelieving sensation, a surprise. And the voice that you hear in your heart is, you know, better than most. There is a word that means my job,
Purpose.
purpose. She will be watched over, guided, and protected.
Snaps will nod, and her ears are going to kind of fall. I mean, she doesn't have the cat ears anymore, but she's got pointy elf ears. They're kind of long. So her ears
Yeah.
are going to kind of fall, and she's definitely going to look chastised to anyone who might be
Like,
watching her.
you know better than to ask me, baby.
Yeah.
I will
Snaps
do
is
my
Wow.
job
graduate
while
now,
she
okay?
is here, and if you call her back, fine and dandy. But I'm not going to send her back. That's not how
Just
this
help her
works.
find her way back.
Not my circus,
But yeah.
not my monkey.
But yeah, Snaps will
You do
thank
feel
her.
comforted
And
knowing that Rasa, if she did appear in the gray, would be greeted more publicly, or Rasa would know better than the average spirit arriving in the gray. Rasa would know that Rasa was being watched over. She would engage with Rasa in a way that she doesn't normally engage. You are confident that that would happen.
Snaps will definitely thank the Veiled One as the spell is ending. And that's it.
Seeing you like end your commune, Dusk will be like, was it like one of those abstract answers to riddles like time? Is it time she's looking for? Is that why it's like not something here, there, and everywhere?
Thinks it's an object, but she thinks it's an object because Nevi believes it to be an object.
Oh. Oh. I for one am
Hey,
happy
Foggy,
and relieved to know that two gods out there are a bit stumped.
I heard my name.
It's not
while
just
these
mine.
two are talking about goddesses and shit, Foggy, your backpack is making a weird noise. Like a weird, quiet, tinkling, rattling noise.
I'm gonna gently, gingerly open and look within.
And poke around in there a little bit, see if you can figure out what's
Yeah.
making the noise. Your eyes settle on Aste's little chain thing,
Oh.
and it disappears from your view. And you look up from your bag and see that it is floating in midair and sort of moving around a little bit. And then Aste shimmers into existence around it with it in his hand.
Wow.
Okay.
I forgot how well you know how to make a damn entrance.
It happens sometimes.
Welcome back to the prime material, brother.
This prime material. But
Yes.
Ah, that's the professor we knew.
So this is the Starlit Scholar?
Yeah, that's right. Starlit Scholar is very fitting.
is that my new title or something?
Yeah. I'll let her explain.
First, why don't we have Sarah explain who just said that?
So you see a very itty bitty little teeny tiny owl in front of you,
2 feet tall.
all of 2 feet tall.
Small.
But yes.
24 inches.
Black and brown mottled kind of feathers with a white face, but very owl-like in general, wearing a cloak that has a load of patches on it and holding a moon sickle.
and notably absent
also-
is the
Yeah, you
white
also don't see
dragon.
Rasa. You have materialized in a clearing. There is a. Have you joined the Roll20?
Probably should do that. I totally forgot
Yeah.
that was a thing.
That's the thing. You have materialized in a small clearing in the middle of the woods. There is a little campfire, and everybody except Rasa is sitting around a little campfire with a little old man. And they've all been eating, and it looks like maybe they were getting ready for bed. It seems awfully late here. Like the moon is full high on. There isn't a twinkle of sunlight left in the sky. And you see everybody
also
except
different.
for Rasa, and
And
you also
Snap.
see this additional new little owlin creature. And Snaps seems to be missing, but you know why Snaps is not visible.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
there is a new elf sitting there next to Foggy.
I wonder what that could mean. My goodness. But then I will add, and then I'll just ask. So I know of the one change. Is Lady Rasa now an owl?
No,
No.
no. Lady Rasa has prior obligations, and we happened to pick up a friend.
Are these obligations foreseen, or were they taken?
Jeez.
She got a promotion, if you will.
Yeah, column A, column B.
Willingly? Okay. I
Yeah.
see.
She's
Words of
with
one
hanging
syllable.
out with
Somebody tell
Asterinian these
Aste what
days.
happened.
Yeah,
She's hanging out with Asterinian these days.
Right, exactly.
So
Yeah.
she died?
No.
No, no.
She was offered an
She
opportunity to
accepted
do a
the
thing
offer
for
to be a
Astronian.
champion.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yes. She didn't have to do the whole dying thing to hang out with the god. So
Sounds good. Sounds like a good
yeah,
deal.
unlike Snaps here, who that's but too soon, right? But yeah,
I don't-
you probably see that my antlers have gotten quite big compared to the last time you might have been. And other than that, yeah.
Now, I don't remember how much Aste was able to pick up in the moments of clarity that he received while away. I know that he knows exactly what happened with Snaps. Does he know how they got from Dybrook to the temple, to the Tabaxi place?
Let me take a look.
Checking the sending log, I don't know if it was specific.
That's what I'm saying.
So Aste may not be aware that Snaps no longer has the quote unquote egg in the bag of holding. And so if you want to just take a couple of minutes to tell Aste the whole story, you're welcome to do so real quick. Because I don't think even Andrew knows what
Correct.
happened.
Correct. I only picked up a little
Ask
too
did tell him we're riding dragons now at one point in ascending, but that I think was
I don't think I
the
received any
extent of
sendings.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I got through. I don't think me as a player got any sendings through messages, as far as I know.
This was
Unless I
There were
did.
sendings between you and some members of the
Yes.
clan. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
this was back during the summer, but it wasn't all that long ago in game.
I was gonna say it's hard to remember. My memory's already not that great.
Yeah. So you were curious if they were going to get there in time. So you had not yet heard how they ended up riding a dragon.
Yeah, no clue.
So somebody explain that to Aste.
None of us are good with words.
Players struggling. We
Perhaps technically wasn't there for that part, so she's gonna stay quiet.
Dusk tells him what happened. Uh, uh, yeah, the whole journey, we were prepared to make the trek all the way up there to that. I don't have a map, but there's a big mountain way to the northeast, where the temple is. And on the way to Dracut, Asranian greeted us. This was after we. Oh, so this was after we gave up the potential. So when we hadn't yet gotten to Dybrook, we were still making our way down the trade road, and we had met Astorinian. I forget exactly where, between which places. Uh, but Astorinian offered to take the potential from us to safeguard it, to deliver it to a place where it will be safe and tended to until whatever happens to that thing happens. But for that period of time, we were, let's say, out of the protection of Asteroidian. So if something happened, like that dragon, the, the, the red dragon that we were chasing around, trying to figure out where it lived, that was the risk we took. But yeah, then we we have a new home somewhere in the foothills there of the Calamite Mountains down further south. We liberated a haunted mansion of sorts. So we've added that to our asset list.
Yeah, that was
Um,
well before you ever met Ostay in the first place. Okay, so here's the down low for Andrew that Dusk is trying to explain to Ostay. The meeting had occurred where Asterinian had told Rasa, "Hey, I want that egg too. Bahamut wants that egg, that thing you're calling an egg. And if you're willing, I will take it. I would like to have it, and I promise you that Bahamut will keep it safe, and it will not be the potential will not be harmed, nor will it be meddled with by mortal hands." And then when Rasa said, "We'll talk about that," she said, "Okay, I got to go. I'll go talk to Bahamut. I'll be back in 10 days, whatever it was." And in that interlude, while Asterinian was off chatting with Bahamut, they all got attacked by the red dragon at the homestead, and Snaps got deaded.
I think I was there for the dead.
Yeah, so then they started marching and they headed north. And in the desert near Dracot, Astrinian reappeared because Rasa said, "I need to talk to you as soon as you get back." And so as soon as Astrinian and Rasa were able to meet up again, uh, Rasa told her the story, told her what happened to Snaps, and said, "If you can take care of this damn egg, which is obviously what caused Snap's death in the first place, then you can have it, but you got to help us." And so Aestrinine agreed, took the egg slash potential, and put you all on her back, and flew them almost all the way to where they
Gotcha.
needed to go, and then flew off with the potential on.
Got you. Okay.
And then they did all the things that you were in on, and you got your gift from the Veiled One, and they made their way back home. And once they got back home and started to get settled in, Rasa started saying things to people that were touching and sweet, and I think maybe a little uncomfortable for some of them.
I was gonna
And
say very.
eventually she called everybody outside and said, "I've agreed to become Astranian's champion, and I'm out," and flung a dagger and stepped into a teleportation circle created by Astranian's dagger. So she said goodbye and left. And that's pretty
Huh.
much all anybody knows.
Got you. Okay.
So there you go. That's what Dusk fills you in on.
yeah, all that,
Okay.
but with Dusk voice.
Hmm.
Right? Yeah, no. Oof, lot.
Sounds like you guys have been as busy as I'd imagine you would stay.
These things just tend to happen, I guess, to us. We just happen to find these fun times.
Indeed. So what's next on the list?
Well, I mean, have you gotten the closure you need, Foggy, here? Are you getting it? That was, I mean, it seemed like quite the meeting you've had with your old master here.
The old man's just chuckling. Closure. Gregory.
Huh.
Will just asked, or Dusk just asked Foggy, did you get the closure you needed?
Yes. Sorry.
Yes.
I
Yes. Great.
didn't realize that I hadn't actually responded to that. I clearly said it in my head and then not aloud.
Okay.
So Nebby, like full on almost 300, whatever degree tilt of the head, and kind of looks at Dusk and said, "When you were inquiring if I could handle myself, are you saying you cannot?"
uh, well,
After hearing this lowdown.
you know, we have a hard enough time keeping ourselves alive. We just want to make sure that you're good to go. I suppose.
Does trouble find you off?
Yes. Yes, it does. That's why it's surprising we haven't been jumped by some sort of ne'er-do-well in the last, 6 hours.
The Wanderer's star flicks. Our road may be longer than we hope. If that is the case.
Wait, what was that?
The Wanderer's stars flicker. Our road may be longer than we hoped, if that is the case.
Is that a fancy way of saying your confidence in us is shaken?
I wouldn't blame them.
Hey, you've been back for like 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And you've
And
already
yes,
missed me.
we didn't have you to shoot a dragon out of the sky. Yes, unfortunately.
Um,
But right. Yes,
Stand up.
we it's not easy fighting these things. Nebby. So that's why I was just making sure that you could hold your own for reals. I believe you.
Snaps is gonna kind of step up and just kind of kneel in front of Nebby. We call ourselves the Fates Wanderers because we wander wherever fate leads us and we follow it to where we can help people. We go looking for danger. Sometimes danger does find us, and recently we had a stumble, but we did make it through. Sometimes the danger that we face is things like dragons, but my goddess wiped that dragon from the sky. And sometimes the things that we face are cowardly men with power. And one of them struck me down. But The Wanderers, my clan, they brought me back. This is the kind of danger that we face, and we will continue to face. Is this a danger that you would walk with us into?
I am no stranger to conflict, but it helps to know which stars we all play within. Knowing
Snaps is
that
gonna
you
pull
had
some.
conflict as well, and mostly question mark come out on the other side whole is calming to my sky.
Snaps is gonna pull something out of her pocket and hold it in her hands. This belongs to someone very dear to me. And I think she would be disappointed in me if I didn't let you borrow it for a while. Because she believes in being the shield sheltering the small. And Snaps is going to reveal what she's holding in her hands, and Nebby is going to see stars. And
The
it's going to
ability
be a
to use that.
triangular amulet with 3 stars on it. And she's going to offer that to Nebby.
And for the YouTube listener, there's a physical performance that none of you can
Hop,
see.
hop.
I love that.
And I don't know if Nebby recognizes the symbol of Lyra, but that's obviously what that is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm stupid. No, I knew that's what you were doing. I completely forgot that we have Rosses. Sorry.
Yeah, Snaps has Rasa's, and
And
Foggy
I was
has the other
reminding to
one.
give it to Professor.
Did I hear my name?
Yeah, so it's
Nebby
okay.
was a
It's
little
gonna
confused.
unfold. Let it unfold. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Nebby needs to do a religion check.
Okay. 17.
I'm gonna say that Nebby does recognize that that is the symbol of a goddess. A goddess that generally is followed by humans. But you're familiar enough to know that it is maybe, you said 17?
Yep.
Yeah, you may or may not recognize or have the name Lyra on the tip of your little owly tongue, but you recognize it is hospitality, goodness, joy, all the things that are Lyra.
Okay.
And Snaps will hold it and offer it out to Nebby, and say, if you take some time and hold this with you and meditate on joy and hospitality and goodness, and then wear this on your robes so that it
Outside.
is uncovered and looks outward, then Lyra will be able to watch over you and shield you.
Thank you, little Nova. Don't be afraid to let your star shine bright again. And she'll take it.
Snaps will, as she takes it, Snaps will smile, and the air around them will start to glow a little bit as the halo comes into being. And Snaps will say, "Welcome to Fate's Wanderers, Nebby."
Oh,
And with that transpiring and Maev's nudge on Foggy, nudging him toward his backpack, Foggy might
yes.
realize, oh, there's something I should be doing.
Yeah, and he will rifle through his backpack and pull out the additional one that he has, and gonna nudge Professor.
Mm,
Did you see what just happened?
yes. I
Cool.
was there.
Good. I just wanted to make sure you were paying attention. You've been a, and then he does air quotes, member of this group for a while, but it's yet to be official. And he pulls out one and hands it to you as well. Let's change that, shall we?
Sure. Thank you.
And so, your inventory, Andrew, needs to include a new object. I believe it's just called Jean's amulet. Let me double
Correct.
check.
Yes.
JEANNE. If you type that,
Apostrophe
you should.
S.
You should. That
I
should be
gotcha.
enough to get you to the item.
E.
I believe it does require attunement, so you'll have
does.
to
It does.
take some time to do that.
E.
10 minutes meditating with it is more than enough.
Yeah. So, and I assume that Snaps knew that Jean had given that to Foggy, and that is why Snaps made her decision to give Rassa's to Nebby instead of
thought we
Aste.
had- I don't know. I thought I had seen that,
Yeah.
or Foggy had mentioned it.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, but that's how we're going to unwrap that.
Yeah.
So Snaps made a decision about what Rasa would want based on the fact that Jean made one for Aste, and so Rasa's would not be needed for that purpose.
So, and Snaps did specifically say borrow it,
Yeah.
so that if when Rasa comes back, yeah. Anyway,
Rasa gets it back.
I could always
You know,
just ask
Jean
for
and
another
Mrs.
one.
Scaros, they'll just make another one.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's
You're gonna
fine.
make Sarah play two characters at the same time.
Woohoo!
That are completely and 100% different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Opposite ends of a spectrum. That's what that is.
Before we call it a night, Nebby is definitely going to go outside the hut or whatever, and she's going to go just do her nightly talk with the stars. Talk to the moon, I talk to the stars.
Yeah.
Weird.
The small owl interests me greatly.
And after a while, when she comes back in, she's just going to come out with, the chalice overflows tonight. Bonds of kinship will mend, and wounds will start to close. And snuggles down and goes to sleep.
I got that.
Oh, dear.
Moon doesn't tell me much other than when I do my little thing, but
Stuff's gonna
I'm
happen.
gonna say,
Chart alone, okay?
Sarah, although Nebby didn't get any new message in particular,
Mhm.
I'm going to say that your commune with the stars this evening gave you those feelings, and that is why you said what you said.
Just so that you know, I have a star chart that I just roll a d20 every.
Oh, that's fantastic. Love that. Much easier for me. I don't have to think about it. Thank you so
Hell,
much.
yes.
Nope.
All right. So we are long resting now.
I'm gonna.
Well, we could be, unless there's other objects of interest this evening.
A necklace and a bracelet.
Oh, I
Wink,
didn't
wink,
want to.
hint,
I didn't.
Nudge, nudge.
Your wizard just reappeared.
I know, and I also got DM'd about that a couple of moments ago. I know. I didn't want to.
Okay.
I didn't want to do that to him tonight, but I suppose we can do that tonight. Hey, Before we officially start nodding off, Asta, can you do me a favor?
Yeah, what's up?
He's gonna gesture at his necklace. This and its matching partner, and then he gestures it, snaps it's on her wrist. It has been alluded to me that it is more than simply a decorative piece. Can you take a look at it? And he unclasps his necklace and hands it to you.
You want
Cough,
me to
cough.
identify?
Cough, cough. He's
Yes.
requesting identify.
Well, that's what Asta is just going to say. He's like, you want me
Oh.
to identify?
Yes, please, if you don't mind.
You know these spells have names.
I know.
He'll divine them. Do we have a pearl? We have a pearl, right?
Yes, you
Have a
have a
pearl
Yes,
pearl.
that
you have a
we
pearl.
gave to you.
Because you've done
Okay.
it before.
We bought you a
Yeah,
pearl
I
at one point,
figured.
yes.
I figured. I just couldn't remember. To be honest with you. Yeah, I'll identify them both. Assuming Snaps allows me to, identify the
Snaps doesn't know why, but if she has gestured to do so, she is gonna
help out.
hand over the bracelet and watch with great interest.
Excellent.
Thank you, sir.
Right. I'm gonna tell you what to look for in homebrew.
Oh boy.
You thought it was decorative?
I did think it was decorative. I thought Gilly was just being cute. Because Gilly's
Didn't you
always being
just-
cute and awesome.
Didn't you just tell me, like literally seconds ago, that you had something worth more than decoration?
Yeah. This is true.
So this process, I believe, takes 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Okay, let's see here.
Dusk wouldn't be doing any. I don't think he would be sending Warthurl. After that drunk one, I'd be like, I'm gonna let him cool off. He's he might be on a bender, who knows. But he would do divine intervention.
Hold them bones.
To try and he's
Sorry, I'm just reading the fucking item. No, you're good. I'm just saying that
that's
out
fine.
loud.
But yeah, Dusk will do divine intervention once again. Think about his memory, and I think deep down there's something about Nebby that feels familiar to Dusk in a way that he can't quite put a finger on. And just having the whole crew feels really good. So he's got a good feeling about this. He's like maybe having this, really smart magical person next to him will help remember as he divine interventions.
Alrighty, let's go.
He
Okay,
scoots closer to the professor.
All right.
45.
So,
45.
you-
Wait, hold on, Andrew. Hold on.
holding on.
It's
Go
a
ahead, Dusk.
45, so no worries.
Okay.
That
You, as always, when you try to interact with with your deity, you either feel as though she's with you, or you feel an absence, like she should be with me, but she isn't in this moment. And unfortunately, on this particular occasion, she was with you earlier today, but at this moment, she is not.
I used up all my minutes.
Yeah, used up all your minutes. That's it. Okay, go ahead, Andrew.
All right. So if I'm getting this right, then do each of you have an attunement slot, or are you able to attune to more items, or do you feel like you're particularly, I
Oh,
guess you could say, within need for that?
I should be able to, but I don't know for Snaps.
It will require
I
both of
could
you to
make
attune.
room.
It will require both of you to attune to it, and I recommend it because it seems like it's very worth it.
Okay. Foggy has a slot. I think Snaps just got something to put
Snaps-
in the fourth slot that we now have.
This is probably
Snaps
better.
had four slots because of her new boots, but I can make room.
Yeah,
Okay.
speaking from player to player, you probably should. This is This shit is heat.
Okay.
All right.
Snaps. Wait, I have a question of the other DM at the table and anyone else who's very familiar with things. Book
Oh.
of Exalted Deeds, once read, do you have to remain attuned to it?
I wouldn't think so.
think so, because staying attuned to it is what gives me the boost to my wisdom.
Oh,
And I
so if
can
you
lose
unattune,
attunement
it
if I do
goes.
bad things.
Got it. Okay, so you are stuck with it in your
Yeah.
attunement slot. Okay, just checking.
Benefits
Okay, I
granted
can
by the
adjust
book.
things as needed.
Yeah, it says benefits by the book. Benefits granted by the Book of Exalted Deeds last only as long as you strive to do good.
Yeah. So you stay attuned to it and gain all of those lovely benefits. And then if you fail to do a good thing every 10 days or willingly do a thing that is evil, you lose the book, and it, I assume, automatically unattunes you.
Got it. Okay. So Snaps is going to have to do some object shuffling, maybe.
I think I'm gonna give up the boots of speed. I might swap out the sensor for those later, but I'm keeping the book, the amulet, and then I've got a spot now to attune to my bracelet.
And technically, according to this, once you read it, it disappeared and vanished to some other corner of the multiverse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember she
I
wished it
asked it to
goodbye.
visit.
Attune.
And
I
The attunement.
I asked it to visit
Cool.
Dusk in the future before it disappeared. Before I finished the last page.
Okay. So both of you need to attune to these simultaneously, by the way. For what that's worth. If one of you becomes unattuned, the other also does automatically. And while you two are attuned, like while you're sitting there attuning to them, I'll kind of explain how it works, and then I'll give you the item name.
Okay.
So first, whenever you guys are attuned, you will have the ability to communicate telepathically with each other within 300 feet.
Nice.
ooh,
So long range, very good. If you are within 5 feet of the same creature, your weapon attacks will deal an additional 1d4 damage.
Ooh.
So you're gonna hurt with weapon attacks more.
I know what this is.
If you're both within 5 feet.
Yes. You have
Yes.
to be within
Okay.
5 feet of the same creature, both of you. If one of you falls unconscious, that person will find it a bit harder to stay down. You have advantage on death saving throws.
Cool.
And then if one of you actually ends up dying, which let's hope that doesn't happen again, the other can, we'll just say, burn the amulet to revive
Fix
them.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. That is good to know.
It's called Heartbound Charms.
Look at that.
So if one of the charms is used to cast Revivify, the other one becomes a mundane piece of jewelry.
Yes.
Yeah. I just figure 300 JP or GP of diamonds isn't really a lot to our current bank account. I didn't really feel the need to say it, to be honest with you.
That is fair.
But yeah, that's everything you get from it. It seems a very worthwhile thing. I wonder where did you say you got these from?
Gilly.
Thank goodness. To think someone would spend that much gold or have that well craftsmanship just to hand out.
Yeah.
Boggles. Anyways,
They are very good people.
congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Alrighty.
The benefits of having D&D romance
Indeed.
include objects.
Yeah.
I will remain maidenless.
I had something to say and it's gone.
Who rescued who? I'm going to say that the dude. is just stayed by the fire this whole time. He clearly doesn't go to bed in his tent and has just allowed your interactions to occur around him. And at some point, once the attuning to these objects has concluded, he's just going to look at Foggy and nod appreciatively, like, "Thanks for listening, buddy boy."
And he will nod in response.
Don't be taking those risks in the future. Know what you're wearing.
Yeah. It's Gilly.
Whoa.
Well, what?
Nothing. I was making a dirty joke.
Hmm.
Don't take
Oh.
those risks in the future. Know what you're wearing.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh!
There was.
Sorry. I did some reading
What?
and some Googling.
Yes.
It seems as though to open the book, you have to attune to it and then do the 80 hours of reading. And then it vanishes and you gain its permanent benefits until such time that you fail to do what you need to do to uphold them. But you don't need to stay attuned after that point. Attunement is
pretty good.
required to read it, but the benefits stay even once the book vanishes.
Yeah.
So
So
you
we'll
don't need
just
to
have
stay
to
attuned
figure
to
out
it.
how to make that permanent adjustment
So I-
to Snap stat.
Just
some
increase
sort
my
of
wisdom by 2.
override.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can remove the book
Okay.
from your inventory. I'm
Well,
sure
there you go.
there's some sort of override function.
Yes, if you click on your actual wisdom number, other modifier, you can just throw a 2 in there, and it'll do that automatically.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, you're better at remembering how things work than I am, but if it was me, I would be unattuning to it after doing the modification overrides, but keeping the item in my inventory so that I could refer back to it.
That is what I would also
Yeah,
do.
yeah. I'm keeping it in the inventory so that I can read all of the shit because it does
Yeah.
some stuff.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. So there you go. There's some shit. And there was conversation that Dusk might want to call Wart Hurl,
I
or are we going to bed?
think Dusk will skip spell.
Okay.
At this point, it's kind of late.
Yeah, they will probably all be asleep in their ivory towers and their bullshit assholes.
Dang. Visceral. Visceral.
So sleepy go nanai.
If I may,
Yes.
in the middle of the night, knowing the terrible, terrible roll I just did for myself. Hey, Snaps.
Yes.
In the dome, relative to Foggy, where are you sleeping?
Probably close to him. And she would be
Not in
sleeping. I
his
don't think
arms.
she's. Yeah.
Hmm.
She probably puts her bedroll next to his, so how close they
Right.
are. It is summer, you know.
Fair. Yeah.
Maybe they're not cuddled up.
Well, partway through the night, in the dome, at some point you are woken up by him, because again I just rolled fucking terribly. As he very rapidly rushes out of his bedroll over to you, onto you aggressively enough to wake you, and if you look at him, you will see that his eyes are red and yellow, and there's a claw ready to go, but he's just sat confused. He just kind of tilts ahead at you, and then the claw dissipates. And he looks around a little.
Snaps has a lot of practice with keeping her emotions even keel, and she's just gonna try to not show any fear or anything, just try to keep herself calm for his sake. And just, okay. Or as the claw is disappearing, just, hey, are you here with me?
He nods.
Okay.
Looks around a little. Abject confusion.
Are you all right?
He nods. And then you watch the eyes, the edges go from the red to white, and then the eyes go blue. And you immediately watch the pupils completely and totally dilate, and he falls backwards off of you and desperately crawls away from you and just is like
First instinct is
full.
to move closer and go to him, but with him scrambling away, she's going to stay where she is and stay calm and just try to stay serene. No fear or accusation.
Uh, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm all right.
And he just looks down at his hands and he just like starts hugging his knees and shaking a little. Thank God,
At
Karak's
that point,
fast.
she'll go over to him slowly. Will he let her touch him?
He'll twitch at it for a minute, but then he'll nod and he is shaking.
She's just going to put calm hands on him. Okay, I'm all right. Karak's all right. Nothing happened. Are you okay?
And he shakes his head. I'd forgotten why. I've forgotten why I don't like dreaming. Nightmares suck.
She's gonna just kind of settle down next to him and sort of almost kind of pull him into a hug, just trying to anchor him a little bit. Um, when you trance, are there dreams?
In a sense, but very, very controlled and exploratory.
Just kind of rubbing his back a little bit. Do you think it might be better maybe to trance for a little while instead of sleep?
Yeah, definitely.
She's gonna tilt her head and look at him. Do you think you could show me how to trance?
Yeah, yeah. Giving me a task to do is probably the right call.
That's what she's trying to do.
Yeah. For the record, and then he points at his chest. He did exactly what I, in that moment, asked him to do. 'Cause I thought you were being attacked. 'Cause that dream felt very real. He didn't get you, right? He stopped before.
No. I mean, if anyone was on top of me, he'd have gotten him. So he was doing what you asked him to do.
Yeah.
I'm all right. And I kind of assume that Foggy's knuckles are kind of like scarred from all the punching and shit.
Yeah.
Is that a good assumption to make?
Yeah, in general.
Okay. She will have, yeah. she will have taken one of his hands. She's just gonna kiss his knuckles and squeeze his hand and just make sure he knows he's all right.
And then for a minute, you're actually going to see the eyes go red and yellow for a moment. And the breathing is going to switch from panicked and labored and slow and fast and not doing what breathing is supposed to do to
So I got that Kurok is there, breathing changed, and if there was something after that, I didn't catch it.
Karak is trying to slow the breathing down and get the heart rate under control.
Okay. Naps will, now that she's done it before, she's gonna murmur her little infernal incantation and do the
Speak with animals.
Speak with animals again, just so that like she can speak directly to him again, and just she'll take that hand that she has and just very slowly kind of watching him so that he knows what she's doing, and she's going to bring the hand up and put it on her throat and just guide the first two fingers to that little junction under the jaw where he can
He'll
feel
know.
her pulse, and she's
He
just
knows
gonna
exactly what you're doing.
breathe slowly, and just kind of guide him to breathe with her and feel her pulse and feel that she's all right.
And eventually the eyes will go back to blue and white, and breathing will pick up again for a second, but he'll thank you, buddy. And thank you. And squeeze your hand. Okay, yes. Trance, that's a thing you've never done before. Let's
have a quick lesson in how to be an elf.
Yeah. And then he'll do that.
Yeah, I'm totally ignoring the fact that my character sheet says I understand Elven now because I don't.
Yeah.
I assume during all of this, Aste's trance, he
Oh, fuck,
should have
yeah.
grasped what was happening, but chose not to intervene or get in the way.
Well, it's also
Clearly, go
okay.
ahead.
I was gonna say, Aste doesn't trance like other elves as well.
Oh,
He has
what does his
astral
trance do?
trance.
Oh,
So
I didn't know
technically,
that was different.
yeah. So basically, when you think of trance, it's like an elf living through memories and like training in their own memories.
Yeah.
Astral trance, you basically, it's like you live through someone else's memories. And like yeah.
Oh,
Where it could be
yes,
another
yes.
version. Yeah. And you actually it has an extra bonus to it. It's like the extra thing. I get a proficiency and I get a weapon proficiency.
Ooh,
But that's
fancy.
just it's different in that much of a way that I wouldn't really know how to get involved with regular stuff, you know?
But it's definitely not sleep. So
Not
your
sleep, no.
awareness of what's
Yes.
going on around your body while that's happening, you are
I am
aware that
conscious.
this has taken place.
I am conscious, yes.
Yeah. And we've determined that Maiev woke up, eyes
did we?
open in
I
the
didn't see that
darkness and
happen.
listening. Yeah. Eyes open in the darkness and was listening.
Yep.
Mhm.
Momdar went off.
Oh, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, Momdar went off, and once she heard that all was well, she would have sat up as Foggy was saying, yeah, so trance, this is how this works. And she would have just kind of meandered over, well, probably, crawled over across the dome and
Mhm.
just taken one of each of their hands and kissed both of them on the forehead and then crawled back over and gone back to sleep.
Thank you, Mom.
Little mommy blessing. And Dusk and Nebby slept right through it, I assume.
Yeah, unless a passive perception of 14 is enough to catch on. But
No, I think if we're talking past, Nebby probably woke up, but doesn't know them well enough to interfere too much.
Fair.
So you heard some
Basically, the
shit go
intimate moment was
down,
seen
but
by
didn't get
everybody but
involved.
Dusk.
Yeah.
Dusk is out
Right.
cold.
He had some, you know, shaking realizations today.
He did.
You know.
Mom
The
doesn't know
Moon
anything.
Maiden does not,
Earth-shattering.
in fact, know all.
Oh no.
So yeah, that happens, and then I teach you how to trance.
And then the sun will come up.
Yeah.
When the sun comes up, the old man's missing. He's not
Yeah.
anywhere to be seen. He's gone off to do whatever he does. Those of you who trance may have seen him walk off into the woods at some point before dawn. Foggy would not be surprised.
Nope.
And there will be no farewell and goodbye. It's just you
It's
leave when you
unnecessary.
leave, and if you're still here when he comes back, then he'll see you then. Otherwise, he'll see you next time.
Yeah.
And y'all can start your 6-hour hike back to Dybrook. I'm going to say at 11 p.m. that we normally shut down, and I would like to do one great big huge party roll.
Okay. Of what kind?
I'm going to have you all decide. Each individually choose which you want to roll. History, insight, or
Whatever I choose, I already rolled and it was a crit. So let me figure out what I'm trying to roll.
it's either going to
Oh.
be history or insight.
Cool. Let's see what we got here.
We choose insight. Do you roll that for us, or do we just
Oh.
roll and give you the number?
You can roll and give me the number on this particular occasion.
Can we add thingies?
I was gonna say, do
What
we
kind
have
of
anything?
thingies?
One, my lore hold primer, and two, maybe a guidance.
Let's skip the guidance because you don't know what's happening.
Okay.
But yes, your lore hold primer is part of you, so that kind of always goes, doesn't it?
Primer's 3 charges.
Oh, you have to choose to do it?
While holding the primer, you can expend a charge to give yourself a D4 bonus on the check.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Because
Womp.
it's a thing you have to choose to do, so no.
Aw, well then I only get a 28.
28.
Only get a
And
28.
a 20.
Still probably
And
higher
a
than all the rest of us.
13.
I would probably opt for insight because +4. History's not my jam. Dusk.
17 insight for Nebby.
17.
I would get to roll it. Oh. Natural 1, baby.
And so your total is?
5.
And there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you.
Snap's got a dirty 20.
103 divided by 6 is a 17. When you all wake up in the morning, you've spent the last, I don't know, 12 hours, the last 3 hours at least prior to going to sleep, talking about shit that's gone down. Like, since you've met practically. The history of this group, telling Nebby who you are and what brought you together and what happened to Rasa, and helping Aste understand about what happened to the potential and where Rasa has gone and who this new person is, and all of these things are right up there in the forefront, and it's got you all pondering fate, as it were. And with a group 17.17, your understanding of the history of this group and the way things have happened around this group I am going to tell you that it's occurring to all of you. I don't know shit, but you all, as a group, I'm deciding with this group check, are gonna figure out that the thing that brought you all together in the very beginning of all of this was a fire on a farm and a lady that was trapped in a cave by some goblins who didn't set that fire. And then there was a fire on another farm, and there were some bandits hired by a guy to light those fires and cause chaos in that town. And Nebby asking about whether you go look for trouble or trouble comes to find you, you're all able to draw that conclusion that, yeah, trouble came to find this town and you happen to be in it. And you've hunted down clues and traveled this continent trying to resolve what the fuck is happening in this town. You ran into that stumble pump wife number 2, who was clearly being controlled by someone or something. And this red dragon was happening and has been wiped from the planet by a deity. I think now that you've handed over the potential to a Sterinian, the pieces might be falling into place for all of you. And you might have figured out that that red dragon had something to do with that potential or was looking for that potential. And now that it's gone and he's gone, Dybrook's probably safe.
That's good news, at least for the moment. One place that doesn't need immediate hero attention.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
But that also means that the story that your dungeon master started this campaign with has kind of come to a conclusion.
Yeah.
Between
Huh.
the red dragon being killed and the potential being delivered safely into the hands of Bahamut, pretty much everything I put on the table when we started, all those pieces have been moved. So,
Interesting.
what do you want to do? People playing a game with me?
There seems like there's still other villains we need to check off the list.
This is true.
Well, there's definitely loose ends.
Yeah.
You know, the guy that was riding on the back of the dragon that didn't get dead,
Yeah.
the one that
Gotta-
disappeared,
We gotta
he's
find
still
him
out
and
there
dead
somewhere,
him.
and Foggy's got an axe to grind. So there's
Mhm.
still loose ends out there. But I would like you all to recognize that the story I initially wrote has pretty much come to an end.
So we're in the epilogue now, huh?
We could be in an epilogue now. We could continue to
We're in-
just play out this campaign as shit unfolds. I can grab threads of people's backstories and drag your asses across the world.
I think
But I wanted you to
There's a lot of
know.
backstory over in Faerun, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
lot of backstory.
there is
in
a
Faerun.
fuck ton of backstory amongst these 6 of these people. But at its core, the story I started with is resolved.
I know what we
So
must do.
we are
Mhm.
off the
We're in the
rails,
intermission.
and you are writing a story that
Pub
has
crawl?
no underpinning anymore, except for your backstories.
I know
Either
what
go
we
out
have
a hero or live
And-
long enough to see yourself become the villain. I see it.
What must
that
we
is
do?
an option. We have to go to the astral plane, find another dimension of you guys, and start all over again.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
And then there's just two of each of us. Just,
God, poor Sarah would be controlling 4 character sheets.
Oh yeah, she would.
Ah!
I just got to play someone that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and like
I
I
know.
said, there is. I'm not saying we're done here. I'm saying that the underpinning, the story that
Mhm.
you were working
Yeah.
on, is concluded, and I do not have. There are no more rails. We have
Is
hit
this,
the end of the railroad track, and at this point, there
We are in
isn't
the
a
sandbox.
story to
Yeah.
unfold. We are
this is
just
kind of,
We
living
are
your
just
lives.
existing in a world that you have created.
right, this is kind of
Literally,
like when Vox
Gates Wanderers.
Okay.
gets rid of the Chroma Conclave, for example, right? That was
Yeah.
a big conclusion to a major story arc.
Really enjoy making your trying to decide. It's great.
Alright.
Rasa needs stuff for her fabric. Maev's got family over in Faerun, and Rasa might not be with us, but like, what's her face is going to get home in a few weeks, and then her family might have something to say to us for losing, their noble daughter. There's stuff. We
There's
just finished
plenty
part
of
1.
stuff.
Now we're in the intermission.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maev has some more letters to write. She has some goddesses to try to talk to, even though she is wildly ill-equipped to do so.
But to be fair,
I mean,
I kind of get what's being said.
one goddess
though.
has talked to you
Yeah.
already.
I get what's
Yeah.
being said though, but like writing letters, doing this and that, it's all small stuff, right? I mean,
Yeah.
It's all
We're-
going to
we're-
come together.
so however we want to do it.
Yeah.
I get
We'll
the.
we'll
I get,
talk about it over the coming 2 weeks.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like we don't know where
Yeah.
we're gonna end up. Whether it's like it tapers off and we're just like, yeah, let's. But I
That's
get
a new story.
setting the expectations.
Yes, exactly. There, up until this point, there was a story, a through line that I kept drawing us back to every time we got off the track. I had a place to go back to, and at this point, you are in
You
charge
no
of
longer
laying the
have that.
tracks.
Okay.
I am no longer directing you in any direction, and I'm simply going to be prepared based on geographically where you tell me you are going.
And the
And
story
if
will come
I
together.
pull a string from somebody's backstory to give us a moment of interest, I can do that. But for the most part, you guys are telling the story at this point.
Okay.
Well, if you guys ever want to go to the astral plane,
Yeah, it's a
You
thing.
can get us a ticket. Cool.
probably.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure.
Probably. I have
Turns
no
into
idea. I
We
would
all
have
go
a
to the
lot of reading to do if that's where you want to go,
All
but
I'm
I can
saying.
figure it out.
we all go to
this is
All I'm saying. Space clowns.
Space
Yeah.
clowns.
we all go to the astral plane, and then when Aste bamps out, he's bamfing back to the material and leaving us in the astral.
It's like, okay, bye.
Well, and what we didn't tell you is that Andrew's work schedule, the reason Aste had to bamf out like he did was because of changes at work. And those changes have changed again, and he's back now. He's available on Saturdays.
Yay!
Let's
Yay.
fucking
Welcome
go.
So,
Well,
Aste, what do you know about Faerun?
Yeah.
What do you want me to know about Faerun? I, as a player, know a lot.
Essence of
Yeah, I think-
Darkness. Ever heard of it?
Say again.
Essence of
Essence of
Darkness.
Darkness.
Essence of Darkness. I mean, I'm gonna look that one up because I actually don't.
If
I
I'm not
figured that
mistaken,
would
it's a
be
thing Mom developed, right? That's a thing you made up?
Yeah.
type of magic
No,
oil.
I think it exists.
It's
Oh.
a type of magic oil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Multiple applications for thieves. What else? What do they do?
And in this particular campaign, it's relatively rare, and the party has been asked to acquire some from a particular place in Faerun.
Gotcha. How do you get this stuff?
Snaps,
I
the party
forgot
would
the name of
catch
the
Aste up on that we do have a task that way
But I'm gonna go ahead and
over
say
in
that
Faerun.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Aste does not know what the heck this is. He's not big on potions.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's more the spells and spell books guy. He's not really a, you know what I'm saying.
So, it is 11:20. Are we with that big conversation, so to speak,
Revelation.
had? We are 2 hours and 40 minutes into the session. Are we calling it there, or are we continuing to go?
Why
Still
don't
got
we
gas in
call
the
the
tank if we
session
want to go
now?
home.
I know. You have gas in the tank, but your DM hasn't prepared anything.
Right.
So I don't
Yeah.
have combat to do on the way. We would literally just fast travel back to Dybrook, and you'd all be on an RP. What do you do when you get to town?
Yeah.
So we call it, have discussions behind the
And
scenes,
decide
and
what
then
you
come
want to
back.
do. Yeah.
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 Fight
Okay.
something
And
in the
if
woods
anybody
and
wants
go
to give
about
me
our
a heads
business.
up about what you want to do next, I think I have some idea of what some of you are interested in looking into. But if anybody has a real and particular thing they want to try, just let me know.
Okay. Well, for now, everybody say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye,
Wow.
YouTube.
Bye,
Night,
YouTube.
YouTube.